This ABC15 Flash Briefing is sponsored by Sanderson Ford. All roads lead to Sanderson Ford.
And good morning on a Tuesday. Nick Soletti here with our top stories. Let's start with that travel chaos now lasting well into the day as Southwest Airlines deals with a massive disruption, leaving customers stranded and call centers swamped. The airline already canceling thousands of flights, a ripple effect of recent winter storms. Families are stranded, some waiting for days to fly back home. The problem also being felt here in the Valley. Southwest has apologized, saying it's been dealing with system issues. The Federal Department of Transportation, though, says it's going to investigate what caused the meltdown. Tragedy now outside the Valley. One person is dead. 2 others are missing after they fell through a frozen lake. It happened at Woods Canyon Lake, not too far from Payson. Officials say 2 men and a woman were walking on the frozen lake and fell through the ice. The woman was pulled from the water. Rescuers did CPR but were unable to save her. The 2 men are still missing this morning. The search ramping back up this morning. An Apache Junction family dealt a really tough blow just days before Christmas. A garage fire spread to their home near the US 60 in Tomahawk. Thankfully, everybody is okay, but both of their cars were melted and destroyed, and the home has a lot of smoke damage. Firefighters were able to save the family's Christmas presents, but they tell us that they're now left trying to figure out where to stay long term.
We got everybody out.
Yeah.
And we just have to remember it's just things, but it's still hard.
Well, the cause of that fire is still unknown this morning. In just 1 week, a Valley community could lose access to water. The Rio Verde Foothills community near Scottsdale set to lose access to Scottsdale's water supply. And right now, the plans to find a new water source are not set in stone. The San Carlos Apache tribe has reached an agreement with the community to supply water for about a year, but that agreement is still waiting final approval. Now to the aftermath of the 2022 election, and the Arizona Secretary of State's office and Maricopa County officials want a judge to sanction Kari Lake and her lawyers after the lawsuit they filed was thrown out this weekend. Sanctions might mean the Republican would have to pay attorney's fees. Monday was also the deadline for Lake and her team to appeal the ruling that was released Christmas Eve. Now, we are still working to learn if they did in fact file that appeal. However, Lake said on social media she would. In the ruling, the court confirmed the election results in the race for Arizona governor. A busy stretch of high-profile sporting events means big business for the Valley, especially Glendale. Tom Brady and the Bucs were just in town, we know that, to play the Cardinals, but the NFL's winningest quarterback wasn't even Glendale's biggest draw this week. That's because on Saturday, there's the college football playoff game between Michigan and TCU, then just weeks later, the Super Bowl. These major events leading to a serious boost in spending, which has local businesses eager to cash in.
I'm ready for all the fans to come in. We were here for the last Super Bowl, and it was packed down the road. You couldn't park anywhere.
Everybody gets their own tips, which is going to be really good. Some people, yeah, they're excited to work, which is crazy. Like some people are like excited, like they want the feel of it, you know.
Got the Phoenix Open too. Westgate employees we spoke to say the biggest concern now is staffing to keep up with the customers. ASU estimates the last Valley Super Bowl in 2015 had a $720 million economic impact. A special performance at the Phoenix Zoo. The bands from Wisconsin and Oklahoma State providing some live entertainment Monday at Zoolights. The Badgers and Cowboys face off in tonight's guaranteed rate bowl at Chase Field. Anybody heading to the zoo tonight will get to see the bands from Michigan and TCU perform ahead of the Fiesta Bowl matchup. For the latest headlines, weather, and traffic, go to ABC15.com or just download our free ABC15 mobile app.
This ABC15 Flash Briefing is sponsored by Sanderson Ford. All roads lead to Sanderson Ford.